Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for October 8th. And like every other day this year, we are reading from Jesus Calling, enjoying peace in his presence, and the book is by Sarah Young. So, October 8th. I love you with an everlasting love. The human mind cannot comprehend my constancy. Your emotions flicker and falter in the face of varying circumstances, and you tend to project your fickle feelings onto me. Thus, you do not benefit fully from my unfailing love. You need to look beyond the flux of circumstances and discover me gazing lovingly back at you. This awareness of my presence strengthens you as you receive and respond to my love. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Let my love flow into you continually. Your need for me is as constant as the outflow of my love to you. And this ties in with Jeremiah 31, verse 3, Exodus 15, verse 13, and Hebrews 13, verse 8. So, the human mind cannot comprehend my constancy. And I don't think we can, like, because we're just human. We have these human minds that we do not use fully. Science has already said, like, we only use a fraction of our brain power. The rest of it is just inactivated, not activated. What is it there for? It's there for something huge, but humanity is yet to discover it, I think. So anyway, my discussions with Jesus, I sometimes will focus on my mind rather than my heart, but not my mind as in busy thoughts, but the center of wherever everything is processed, in a hope that somehow that processing will then connect with my heart. I don't know. I'd like to experiment. It's a bit like doing this year's spiritual exploration with this book. I think it's important for us all to explore our lives, explore our thoughts, explore our emotions, so that we can get to know ourselves better. Because otherwise, or in my experience, I blindly kind of charged through life until I could charge no more. And I had to sit down and actually take stock of who I was. I wasn't all these hats I was wearing. I wasn't born a mum. I was born a sister. Like, well, then the label was there. I wasn't born a nurse. I wasn't born an author. I wasn't born a wife. I wasn't born a Christian. Even though my parents were Christians, so technically I was born a Christian. But these are all labels that we're given as a baby, and then they're reinforced, as we go through our childhood and our teenage years and into adulthood. And I think it's really important as adults that we stop and we explore who we are, not who we were told we were, but who we actually are. And this is what my year is about. My year is, I think, about getting to know myself better, getting to know my relationship with my spirituality better, getting to know my relationship with God and Jesus better, because they have been an important part of my life this last couple of years, having turned back to God from a place of, not even mentioning God's name. So emotions, I am big on emotions. I'm my own emotional experiment. And I really do think, especially we watched the Blue Jays play yesterday, and, it could have been that they won the third game of 5, and that would have been them through to the next series. And they didn't, but they were 6-1 up in the fourth inning. And it's like, oh, you're like, yes, your emotions are flying high. And then, by the end of the game, we got beat. And it was like, plummet, your emotions plummet. So we are so attached to our emotions as human beings that they go up and down like that, on sometimes seconds, and I know that's true for me, that one minute I can be up here, the next minute I can be way down there. And I think, how the heck did you get there when you were just up there? So for me, giving our emotions, what's it? He says, fickle feelings. You project your fickle feelings onto me. And maybe we do, but maybe that's what we're allowed to do, because Jesus and God accept that. They don't judge us for throwing our fickle feelings at them and saying, well, why did you not make the Blue Jays win yesterday? It's, the Blue Jays didn't win yesterday. That's all there is to it. And with mindfulness, which is another thing I try to practice is trying to step back from those emotions, to observe them, to observe myself having them, but not be them, like not be those emotions. Anyway, my 5 minutes is up. Emotions are a big topic for me, so I have difficulty in pulling myself away. But anyway, namaste. Love to you all. Bye now.